All right, let's talk about Panimalar Engineering College in Chennai. If you're considering it for your engineering journey, the TNEA code you need to lock in is 1210. We're going to dive deep and look at everything you need to know to make an informed choice.
So, right off the bat, there are two things you really need to know about this college. First, it's an autonomous institution. Now, why is that a big deal? Well, it means they have the power to shape their own curriculum, to keep it fresh and in sync with what the industry is actually looking for. That's a huge plus. And second, they've consistently featured in the NIRF rankings. Think of NIRF as the government's official stamp of approval, and Panimalar has been on that list, which says a lot about its quality on a national scale.
Okay, so let's get into the specifics. What's the foundation of this college?
All right, here are the essential details you'll need for your applications. The TNEA Code, again, is 1210. It's a self-financing, autonomous college, but it is affiliated with Anna University. Established back in 2000, it also holds a Christian minority status, which is important to know for admissions. Speaking of admissions, the seats are split. 65% are filled through the government quota via TNEA counseling, and the remaining 35% are through the management quota.
The whole thing was started by the JSOC, the Educational Trust, and they had a really clear vision, It wasn't just about churning out engineers. Their goal was to develop graduates who are academically strong, sharp thinkers, and well-disciplined. Basically, the kind of professionals who can genuinely contribute to the country.
Okay, now for what you've all been waiting for, the courses. What can you actually study here? Let's take a look at the engineering programs available for the 2026 intake.
Wow. Okay, look at these numbers. The first thing that just jumps out at you is the sheer focus on tech. 960 seats for computer science? That is huge. Add to that 540 for IT and another 480 for AI and data science. It's crystal clear that this college is all in on catering to the tech industry. ECE is also a big player with 480 seats. And you'll see they also have these really specific modern branches like computer science and business systems and AI and machine learning right alongside your classic engineering disciplines.
And just to double down on that point, let's talk about their newer programs. We're talking about specializations like AI and data science, computer science and business systems, and AI and machine learning. These aren't just trendy names. These are courses designed to put you right at the cutting edge of technology when you graduate.
So if you do the math on all those branches, you're looking at a grand total of 3,210 undergraduate seats. That's a massive intake. It definitely places Panimalar among the larger engineering colleges in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, so with that many students, the number one question on everyone's mind has to be, what about jobs? What about placements? So let's get into the most critical part for both students and parents, the career outcomes. What's the return on your investment here?
All right, let's get straight to the point. The median salary. Based on the official data the college submitted for the 2025 NIRF rankings, the median salary for the 2024 graduating batch was 4.02 lakhs per annum. And that's not just for a handful of students. Backing up that salary figure is a really solid placement rate. The very same verified NIRF data reports that 84% of students from that batch got placed. So what does that 84% actually look like? Well, it means 1,249 engineering students landed jobs. You also had a small group, about 64 students, who decided to go for higher studies. Now, you might see the college mention a 98% placement rate in their own materials for TNEA, and that's worth knowing. For Explainer, we stick to the official verified NIRF data.
So we've talked about academics and jobs, but what about the college itself? What's its reputation, and what's it actually like to be a student there? Let's dive into its rankings and what campus life looks like.
So, as we said at the start, that NIRF ranking is a big deal. They've held their spot in the 201 to 300 band for 2 years running. There was also an older DataQuest survey that placed them at 33. But maybe the most important thing for you right now is that their AICTE approval is confirmed for the 2025-26 academic year. That's the green light from the top authority in technical education.
Now, here's something you don't see every day, and it tells you a lot about the campus. Panimalar won first place in the entire country for being the cleanest campus, and they didn't just do it once, they did it 2 years in a row. This award comes straight from the Ministry of Education, and it really points to a well-run, disciplined environment for students.
And it's not just about a clean campus. There's some serious innovation happening here, too. In just 1 year, 2023, the college secured 37 patents. That's a hard number that shows they're not just teaching theory, they're actively creating new technology.
And a big part of that innovation comes from how they bring the industry right inside the college gates. They have these centers of excellence set up with huge companies like Tech Mahindra, L&T, and Oracle. Plus, they have specialized centers for things like advanced AI and robotics. For you as a student, this is a golden opportunity. It means you get to work with industry tools and solve real problems way before you even graduate.
All right, let's talk about the practical side of things, the day-to-day logistics. Yes, they have separate hostels for both boys and girls, and the mess serves both vegetarian and non-vegetarian food. If you're a day scholar, they have a whole network of college buses that cover Chennai, Kanchipuram, and Tiruvallur. The library is pretty impressive, with over 86,000 books. And for travel, the closest local station is Avadi, which is just about 4 kilometers away. Now, what about financial support? There are definitely options here. You can apply for a bunch of government scholarships, like the First Graduate Scholarship, which is a big one, as well as scholarships based on community and minority status. On top of that, the trust that runs the college also provides its own scholarships for students who need the support.
Just so you know where all this information comes from, we've pulled everything directly from the college's own website and from trusted government sources like NIRF and AICTE. And all of this is accurate as of our research in March 2026.
Explore more engineering colleges at profsam.com, your true source for 12th to engineering decisions.